The stunning city of Cape Town in South Africa is just 2 days away from welcoming the leading skippers in the keenly contested Velux 5 Oceans race. With the first of the 5 ocean sprints that comprise this round-the-world race set to conclude under the watchful eye of Table Mountain, the local sailing fraternity are looking forward to seeing some of the world's best sailors in port.
There's always been a strong local interest in these races from people in Cape Town. I mean, we have a pretty considerable yachting community, and they in particular, I mean, we'll probably have quite a few of the boats, if the time is right, from Royal Cape going out to, welcome Brad van Loo in. The Commodore of Royal Cape, he sailed on this race. John Martin sailed on it when it was still the BOC race. Bertie Ree, JJ Provier. So yeah, there's a strong local interest.
Cape Town, from a sailing community point of view, I mean, it's a great place to sail. I mean, we tend to have, as you can see, a fairly windy time of the year. And I think generally Cape Townians are outdoor people, so we expect them to be coming down to the V&A, seeing the guys in, and obviously spending a lot of time while the boats are down in the city, and I think it'll be enjoyable for all.
The Velux 5 Oceans started from the French port of La Rochelle. Since then, 5 elite skippers from 5 different countries have battled high winds, huge waves, and lack of home comforts for 4 weeks on the 7,400 nautical mile journey to Cape Town. American Brad van Loo, barring any last-minute disasters, is on the verge of taking victory in this epic first leg. Despite having had his boat Le Penguin knocked flat in high winds on one occasion, the man from Charleston has led from the start of the race, putting in a superlative performance. Van Loo hasn't had it easy though, with Polish skipper Zbigniew Kwiatkowski pushing the American to the limit the whole way across the Atlantic. 36-year-old Zbigniew briefly took the lead a week ago, but in a nail-biting game of cat and mouse, Van Loo seized the lead back. Zbigniew's efforts to respond came to an abrupt end when the Pole suffered major sail damage, allowing Van Loo to pull out a lead of 524 nautical miles. The battle for third place has also been heating up, with Canada's Derek Hatfield losing valuable time trying to navigate around some testing weather fronts. Fourth place man Chris Stanmore Major has been gradually eating into Hatfield's lead in the fight for the final podium position. Stanmore Major now lies around 150 nautical miles behind Hatfield. The Englishman, in his first attempt at sailing around the world solo, has been growing in confidence throughout the first leg.
Well, the race is going okay for somebody in my situation who's gone through an incredibly steep learning curve just to get here. We're about 2,000 miles off Cape Town now, and I'm pretty confident that unless something absolutely disastrous happens, I am going to make it in. And that's going to be a real sense of achievement, because when I set off from La Rochelle, I was setting off in a boat which I really didn't know that well, and a kind of sailing which I'm absolutely new to. So I've come a long way since then, a vertical learning curve. I've broken some things, I've recovered from that, and I've slowly started to eke more and more speed out of the boat, taking it gently, one step at a time. The thing that I'm looking towards right now is the fact that Derek Hatfield is just 150 miles ahead of me. I've got him down from about 360 miles. I've been slowly working my way into him, and the weather situation in the last couple of days has really helped me. It's had him in very light airs and me in about 10 or 15 knots, where I've been making about 13 or 14 myself, and it's really closed the gap. So what I'm hoping in these last couple of thousand miles is that I can be within 100 miles of Derek, and I can just reel him in and actually compete for that coveted podium position as we go into Cape Town.
Rounding off the field is Christophe Bullens. The Belgian has had a torrid time from the start in La Rochelle, most recently having had to make an unscheduled stop in the Cape Verde Islands due to illness.